Okay, I get it. You like streaming content. You hate paying hundreds of dollars a month to get all the shows across all the platforms that you want to watch. Well, today I've got your back. We're going to introduce you to the SuperBox S7 Ultra. We're going to save you time and we're going to save you a lot of money. Hello everyone and welcome back to Life Redesigned. If you've been jumping into any of our Tech Corner reviews, well, we know right off the bat that we love SuperBox, and SuperBox has the S7 Ultra that we're going to share with you today. And we're going to do just like we do all the time on this channel. We're going to cover what it does, what it doesn't do. We're going to give you a simple unboxing, a simple setup here on the TV, and come back with our final thoughts. Well, for you to find out if this is working for you. Now, if you want to just jump right in and pick this up and save 10%, you can do that with the link in the video description and just go enjoy this without even watching the video. All right, we're going to get started as we always do. We're going to talk about this SuperBox box, because if anybody's not telling you about the condition of the box that's coming to you, well, they're doing you a disservice, because you need to make sure that this box arrives to you in working order. And SuperBox never disappoints with the quality of their box, but they also include on the front what this has, some basic stuff as we walk around the box, is an Ethernet port, Wi-Fi 6, is 4 gigabytes as well as 128 gigabytes external storage. It supports 6K resolution, over-the-air updates, which is a must if it's on this channel, and it has H.265, and right off the bat on the front it's telling you it's running Android 12, and again, this is the S7 Ultra that has the voice-activated remote. Now let's get into this box here. We're going to pull this right out, and we're going to open this up in real time. There's no pre-setup here. We're going to tell you right off the bat, this has like an aluminum case, and it is a normal SuperBox, well, case. The exterior all looks just like all other incarnations. You have airflow vents on this side. Along this side, you have your SD card slot. You have a USB-C port as well as a traditional USB port. On the back, you have, oh, I love seeing this. This is the new updated USB-C power port, which way big improvement over those barrel connections. You have an IR port, an AV port, HDMI in, you have an Ethernet port as well as optical, which I love seeing that in these boxes. And again, you have your Wi-Fi antennas, because, well, we're living in 2026 now, and you know, having a cord plugged in all the time doesn't always cut it. And opening up, speaking of cords, you have your standard HDMI cable. This is going to be good enough to get you up and running until you can go out and buy a big boy cable, and we highly recommend picking up a top quality cable to enhance your experience, because 90% of the problems can be solved with good cabling. We do see the 12-volt power adapter. This is USB-C, all attached into one. And we have the, well, if you've been around the channel, you know I love the SuperBox remote, because it's just a well-balanced remote. This is voice activated and just has your standard fare with basic controls for your TV as well. Customizable hot buttons, which is always a great thing. And inside you're going to see that it has the familiar missing batteries, but it does require 2 AAA batteries to get you up and running. Not a huge deal breaker. I just wish at some point, you know, throw some batteries in the box. It would make easy life for a lot of people picking these up. Inside you have the SuperBox user's guide, which is basically going to cover basically everything I just said here, as well as what you can expect hooking up originally and some basic troubleshooting. Now from here, we're going to hook this up to the TV, and we're going to let you know what a setup is going to be like. We will share with you what we can, because due to the terms of service here on YouTube, there's certain things that I can say about this box and certain things that I can't. And we always recommend you do your research before purchasing. However, with all of these boxes, make sure that you're buying from a reputable seller and a well authorized seller. If you're buying from Amazon or Walmart or eBay, I would highly recommend that you immediately stop that purchase, and because they're probably not going to be around to support you. We see that happening quite a bit. You need to buy from an authorized reseller of these boxes, and we do all the research for you, so you can check the link in the video description, and you can rest assured that the person that you're buying from is authorized. All right, upon starting up the SuperBox S7 Ultra, you're going to be met with that oh too familiar disclaimer notice. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to hit agree. It's going to bring up your, well, what's available in your range. And you're just going to enter in your password. And once you get that doing, it's going to show you that you're connected. And then from there, we're just going to hit next. We're going to set up our screen. We always just kind of max these out. Seems to be perfect at 100%. And then there you are. You're at your familiar SuperBox home screen. First thing you're going to notice that there's nothing under live TV. Do not panic. There's a couple of steps you need to do with SuperBox. First thing we're going to do is go into App Store, and you're going to see the green icon. But here you go. Just click on that App Store, and you're going to get that disclaimer notice that you're going to get for the first time. It's going to run for about 10 seconds. And you're going to notice that your App Store will populate in just a moment. And boom, there you have all the goodies for SuperBox. First one here we're going to recommend downloading is Blue Video On Demand. That's going to have all the channels, well, just for on-demand stuff. Blue TV is another one that's going to have all your TV shows and TV channels, stuff of that nature. And you also see playback as well. That's going to allow you access to previously played content. So you get a chance to, well, go back in history and watch a little bit of TV. And you'll notice that as things install, you'll see a check mark green, letting you know that you have it in here. What's awesome about this box, it comes with this row right here of everything from Sky TV to Prime Worldwide, Prime TV Video On Demand, Prime Loops, and Prime Cinema. These are all great apps. We've played with these on other incarnations of the SuperBox. You also have Fire TV Ignite, which is another one, Popcorn Time, which is great. And then you have your standard fare stuff like Netflix, YouTube, and stuff of that nature, Disney Plus. These things here you most likely will not need to install on your SuperBox because this kind of defeats the point of what this is. If you do decide that you're going to install these, I would make sure that you protect yourself from unnecessarily giving out your password. Stuff of that nature, anytime you're dealing with these boxes, should always be a concern, safety and stuff of that nature. Then you get down into here, you have more Movie Plus. Cyberflix is another one that's pretty decent. ExpressVPN as an app. We typically do not use VPNs on any of these devices, haven't had a need to, but your mileage may vary with that. As far as this stuff here, you also have APK time, quick support. There's all kinds of stuff here. We're just going to stick to the basics for the purposes of this video. All right, once you have your apps installed and downloaded, we're going to go back in here and you're going to see it like live TV. Well, there's nothing populated. We're just going to hit add this time, and we're going to add what we want to show up under this menu. All right, we know we're going to want Blue TV, so we're going to add that. And once you click that, you'll see that, boom, there it is. All right, once you're going through the 2,000 plus channels of Blue TV, you'll be there for days with that. Let's go into Video On Demand. We're going to add this here. Let's do the same thing. We'll add Blue Video On Demand. And you can do the same thing for all of those other channels that we showed you earlier. All right, and then from here you have your customization. So you can add, say you want to put Miracast receiver here. You can add that right there, and music. And then once you go back, it's going to show up here as your pre-installed stuff. Now, if you want to take those out, real simple, just to go like this, clear those check marks, go back, and they'll be gone. Moving on from that, you have your system settings with standard Android stuff here. You can do a little more tweaks as far as your preferences for sound and stuff of that nature. You have your file manager, you have your memory clean, which is always recommended to do every so often. We don't shut these boxes off fairly often, but just doing that every once in a while will clean things up. You have an internet speed test, you have your deleted files, you have your voice microphone. This here, you have quick access, so if you want to customize your buttons, and you also have a customer service online and stuff of that nature. All right, we're back with this S7 Ultra from SuperBox. So many S's in so little time. But I gotta say, overall, this is performed just like I expected, as well as any other SuperBox that we've had on this channel. A lot of good content in there. A lot of those extra apps are just amazing. And again, very responsive, very easy to use. SuperBox does a solid job here with the S7 Ultra. And again, that remote is fantastic. And I gotta say, I got to play around with the voice activation on this, voice search and stuff like that. Really, really good for searching out that obscure title that maybe you just forgot how to spell, or maybe you've had one too many. That comes in handy on its own. All in all, very solid box, and we want to thank SuperBox for allowing us to showcase some of these features here on this channel. And if you are looking for an S7 Ultra for yourself or anything from the SuperBox store, click on the link in the video description. You'll save 10% off, and you'll have the added bonus of knowing that you're buying from a reputable seller. And I can't stress enough that buying from a reputable seller is the way to go. Until next time, I am Bob. This is Life Redesigned, and we have covered the S7 Ultra from SuperBox. If you have this model, or have used it, or is planning to buy one, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time. 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn.